Hello, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making some super easy Christmas cards. If you need to make a few Christmas cards to send out to your loved ones and your friends, we can go ahead and make 10 easy cards that you can do under 40 minutes. And I went ahead and I timed ourselves because I know that we do a what is it called? A hyperlapse on this video. But I also put a timer so that you guys could see in real time how long it actually really took. So we did 10 cards in under 40 minutes. So I mean, if you guys need 10 cards, hello, you guys could do it in under 40 minutes. These are the cards that we made. We went ahead and we made these cute, simple cards. And we used some dies that we already had offhand. We used different cardstock DSP paper from some various Christmas cardstock paper packs that we have. But I wanted to show you guys how easy it was. So if you guys need to make about 10 of them, or you need to make about 20 of them, or even maybe less than that, I mean, hey, this is the simple design. Now, I know that for some of you guys, it's probably going to look a little bit plain, but I can tell you right now that this makes a pretty big impact. And on the inside, we went ahead and we stamped it with this little sentiment that says, "May your days be merry and bright," which I thought was super duper cute. And that's going to be the inside of all of these cards. So I hope you guys are ready to make some Christmas cards. Go ahead and grab all your supplies, guys, and let's start making these little bad boys. Also, just to let you guys know that we are starting our Christmas tutorials. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind. This is Wednesday today, and I'm just now getting started on them. But we're going to go ahead and start off a little bit slow, guys. We're going to start off with some Christmas cards and maybe like a little Christmas ornament and stuff. We will go live on this Friday. So Friday, I will see you guys at 7 p.m. at our normal time here in California. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and start off slow. So we're going to do some Christmas cards and we're going to do a Christmas ornament. And then next week, I'm going to go ahead and try to step it up a notch and make some actual Christmas decor for our home. So I need to go buy that supplies and then get started on that little stuff. We're going to be making a reindeer. I'm so excited about this craft that we're going to be making, so stay tuned for next week as well. But that's enough rambling right here, boo-boos. I know you want to get down and dirty, so let's get down and dirty, and then I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys. So we are going to be putting on a timer because I want you guys to see that you can make a pretty good amount of cards, 10 cards at this point, for under 40 minutes. So, for those of you who say you don't have time, or maybe that something is too tedious, so that you guys don't have any excuses, we went ahead and we made these cards super simple. They are going to have a DSP paper as a card mat. You're going to have your card base, and then you're going to have your main focus element, which in this case, we are going to spell out the word joy with our regular white 65-pound cardstock. And the reason why I'm keeping that plain white is because I want it to pop and I want it to stand out. Now, I'm not going to ink the edges of the letters, or I'm not going to add any color to the little flower that we are going to be using, but I am going to use the DSP paper in the back. So that DSP paper, I want it to be also a big focus point. So we're going to go ahead and use different DSP paper from various Christmas paper packs that we purchased from Z. Michaels. Now, right here, we're just going to go ahead and cut the card base. This is Red Recollections 110-pound cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and cut those so that we can make A2 cards. Now, if you guys don't know about card bases, card mats, and the sizes of A2 and all that good stuff, go ahead and check out our tutorial. I will have a link in the description area. And that will go ahead and get more into details about the measurements and where you need to score and all that good stuff. just in case you guys don't know about the whole measurements and stuff. But so once we have all of this cut, we're going to go ahead and start off with cutting our letters and our flowers, and we're going to go ahead and cut all of that at one time. Now we are making 10 cards, so we will have to do this 10 times, but it really depends on how many cards you guys are going to be making. Now those little letter dies, I did purchase those at Z Michaels, and that little poinsettia flower die, I purchased that one on AliExpress. So we're going to go ahead and just lay out our dies onto our Sizzix machine and run that through the machine. And we're going to go ahead and run that 10 times. Like I said, you guys could go ahead and use any kind of element that you guys want in the front of this card. You guys could go ahead and just let your imaginations take flight. In this case, we wanted to just go ahead and keep it simple. We wanted to keep it simple, but we wanted to keep it simple enough to where it is going to be doing a big impact. And like I said, guys, the impact is going to be the DSP paper in the back and the white letters that are just popping out. We are going to be throwing those onto some dimension, so it will have some dimension on it. But other than that, we're not really going to be using anything else on this card. So I have seen people do the same card, but they use a snowflake in the middle. I didn't have a snowflake. If you guys have snowflakes, then you definitely could use a snowflake as an O. But in this case, we didn't have one, so we went ahead and we just used this poinsettia. I can never pronounce that right, guys. Poinsettia. I don't know. Anyway, that Christmas flower, we're going to go ahead and cut that out from the white cardstock, and we're going to use that as the O in the word joy. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and continue cutting these little bad boys. We wanted to keep it simple too, you guys, so that in case you guys really didn't want to get too elaborate on a Christmas card, or you needed to make quite a bit of them in a short period of time, this would go ahead and work for you guys. As well as the simple fact that with the way the post office is right now, guys, they are so picky now, and you know, you don't want to send a Christmas card that has a lot of weight to it and has all kinds of, dimensions on them and is just really too busy. So this was another reason why we kept it pretty simple. Now, at this point, you guys could go ahead and use several card mats. Like you can do a gold card mat in the back and a back of this DSP paper, and then use the DSP paper in front of that one and kind of give more of little frames. But like I said, guys, I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to show you guys that you guys could make 10 cards, maybe even more, depending on how simple they are, in under 40 minutes. And this way you guys could go ahead and not have any excuse about why you guys are not making a card. So right here, we're going to go ahead and just glue the card mats onto our card bases. Excuse me. Then after we go ahead and glue the card mats on the card bases, we will go ahead and start to put our little words in front of this. Now, I should have stamped the inside of these cards. You guys have seen a lot of my videos of me making greeting cards. And you guys notice that I always stamp the sentiment in the inside of the card. However, this really did slip my mind this time. I just, getting back into this after Thanksgiving was a little bit difficult. Not that I don't enjoy making my videos, but I did enjoy, not having to stress out so much about what video I was going to put out and stuff like that. For those of you who make content, you guys will understand where I'm coming from. For those of you who don't, I'm so sorry, my little loves, but I was taking a little break after Thanksgiving. But we're back. And so we're going to go ahead and just start off slow. Like I said, we're going to be making a little Christmas card, which is this one, and then we'll make a little ornament. And then on Friday's Craft Room Confessions, we're going to go ahead and make another Christmas card. And then for the following week, guys, we're going to go ahead and step it up a notch, and we're going to be making some Christmas decors and also some Christmas cards in between there, because we do want to make several
different types of Christmas cards, so you guys will be able to see different styles, and you guys can get whichever one you feel is best for you and try to mimic it. And then once you guys do that, just share it on our Facebook or Instagram. Hello. So right here, I'm just layering it. This little tool that we have right here is from Sizzix. We picked this up at Z Michaels one day. And this is just basically to form the petals of any flower, or if you need to curve any kind of paper, this is a perfect little tool. And when I purchased this one, I purchased it because if you guys have been following me, you guys know that I have a lot of David Chitara's flowers, the paper flowers dies. And so when I make those flowers, this little tool just comes in handy because it really, really curves the petals of all of the flowers. So see, you just grab it and you just kind of work it up. And that just basically gives it volume. I mean, don't worry, you guys. I know I'm just putting this all together, and you guys are probably like thinking to yourselves, like, hello, there's nothing in the middle of the flower. We will be adding a little gemstone in the middle. I'm going to add a red one just to kind of bring out that whole card base as well. And so now we are at 23 minutes and a lot of seconds. And we are almost done with these cards. Excuse me, guys. And so we're not like completely done because we still do have to stamp the inside sentiment on each one of these little green cards, but we are very close on being done. And you guys are seeing for your own eyes that this is a super simple, super easy, and super cute little design for a Christmas card. And you can make these for all of your little special loved ones that you want to send a card to. So yeah, we're going to just go ahead and continue to put these little guys together. Now there's also several things that you guys could do. You guys could have added a Wink of Stella onto, the white cardstock, or you may have cut it out of like a metallic cardstock or maybe glittered cardstock. There's just so many things that you guys could have done. Why did Jesse keep them white and simple? It was like I said earlier. It was because I wanted the word to stand out. I wanted the flower to stand out. I knew that the cardstock that we're using behind as a card mat, the DSP paper, I knew that was going to be busy enough. And so I didn't want to make the sentiment in the front be just as busy as the card base that's in the back. I mean, the card mat that's in the back, which is the DSP paper. So to prevent too much busyness going on onto a card, I just went ahead and I just decided to make these completely plain white. But like I said, guys, you guys could do so many different things to them. You guys could add a Wink of Stella to give them a little bit of a shimmer. If you guys feel like you want to ink them, for those of you who love to ink stuff like I do, you guys could go ahead and ink them. Or if you want to make the little flower in the middle, the O, a different color, well, then you could definitely do a different color. Right here, I'm sorry, I took my phone away. The timer is still going off, guys. Don't worry about it. I didn't stop it. I got a phone call, and so right now I am videotaping and talking on the phone at the same time. So that's why I put the phone out of the camera, because I didn't want the person I was talking to's picture to come out. They're a little camera shy, so I didn't want to, have them go on my video. So I just put the phone aside, but I'm on the speaker talking to somebody. So you guys, I hope you guys don't mind. But like I said, the timer is still going, so don't worry. I will, once I get off the phone, I'm going to go ahead and bring that back into the camera. But for right now, what I'm doing is I'm just finishing up the last one. Now that we have all of these elements together and on the card, we're going to go ahead and bring out this little mat. This is a Sizzix stamp tool that I like to use sometimes when I don't want to bring out my Stamp Perfect. And this makes sure that you do get a good stamp out of, the first try. And we are using some VersaFine Mark ink, so that this could be a really, really dark black, and it'll stand out from that little red card base. Now, if you guys wanted to add like a little white card mat in the inside, because you guys don't want it to just be red, and you want to stamp your sentiment on a white cardstock, you definitely could add a card mat in the middle. You guys have seen me do that before. But in this case, we're just going to go ahead and leave it with the red. So now we're done with all of the stamping. And as you can see, we are at 38:14. And I paused it because I had to go get the little gems. I totally forgot to bring them out. And I don't want to have that be part of my time. So I paused it. Once we start again, we'll go ahead and unpause it. And by this time, you guys should have all of your materials out anyway. Jesse just forgot these. So we're going to go ahead and try to finish these super duper quick before we hit the 40 minutes. Just so that, like I said, we keep it under 40 minutes. Now these gems were the only size that I had that were in this color. So if you guys have a bigger gem that you guys could add, it would probably look a lot better. But either way, this is still cute for me. I thought, you know, it worked. So that's why we're just using this one. Now at this point, you guys could go ahead and just curve up all of these little petals and just give them a little bit more dimension. Since you had already curved them with that tool, this part is very easy. Now, I mean, I just have the habit of doing this. I know it's going to get flat once I put it in the envelope, but hey, that's it.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys. You guys could be making some 10 Christmas cards in under 40 minutes too, boo-boos. All you need to do is grab little Christmas tags that you guys have. I think that a snowflake in the middle of this would be super duper cute. However, we didn't have a snowflake, but we made it work by using one of these little poinsettias dies that we have, and we went ahead and we added that to our little sentiment instead of it being, you know, a snowflake. But like I said, if you guys have a snowflake, definitely use the little snowflakes. We didn't, so we went ahead and went with the flower. But there's so many different ideas that you guys could use. I mean, you don't necessarily have to write joy. I mean, you could write something else, but you know, it's pretty simple. And so I hope that inspires you guys to make some little Christmas cards. You guys, we're running out of time, so get to it, boo-boos, because you need to mail those out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. It's a picture of moi, and we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good. I know it is, boo-boo, but BFFFF is even better. And I know you guys want to be my BFF, so go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. And since you're already there, boo-boos, because you're already there, go ahead and hit that little bell icon, because that bell icon is for you, so you guys don't be missing out on any future tutorials that I put out. And then you're not left behind, because then you'd be like, well, I didn't know he put out that video. Well, of course you didn't, boo-boo. You didn't hit that little button. So hit the little bell icon, and you guys will get notified every time I upload a new content. And also give us a thumbs up, because that thumbs up helps us grow. And share and tell a friend, because your friends also need to know how fabulous these tutorials are. So that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. And until next time, goodbye.